Hello, my name is Reaperz. Welcome back to the React. Now we have top 10 Crash Bandicoot levels that we're going to be watching. And I'm very interested because I used to love Crash Bandicoot before PS3 or PS4 came out. When I was just a little squirt, I used to love playing Crash Bandicoot until the PS3 and PS4 came out. I never got those, but I kind of got a little interested in them, so I kind of moved away from them. But when I wanted to play back to my PS2, it kind of didn't want to work. So I'm going to be actually interesting. I might remember some of these levels, I hope. And yeah, let's get into this. Didn't mean to pause it. Well, here we go. Wink.
He's that naughty dog who put Naughty Dog on the map.
What? I remember that one.
What have I got?
Kubuka.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Crash Bandicoot levels.
I don't remember that one. I don't remember that one.
For this list, we're taking a look at the most creative and fun stages from games featuring this Australian Bandicoot.
So I haven't played this one in a while,
because
so
those really belong in another category.
Can't you ever let me win?
Number 10, Insanity Beach, Crash Bandicoot.
I remember this one.
Insanity Beach is where it all begins as our dazed hero wakes up on the coastline. From the second the player smashes open a crate of Wumpa fruit, it's hard not to get hooked.
Yep. I remember this level. This was my first level I ever played, I think.
With catchy music, an enriching environment, and controls that are easy to master, this shady shore is platforming bliss. While not the most ambitious or challenging level in the franchise, it did provide a great launching point for Crash. This was a good way to make your friends that had an N64 really jealous.
It's a good level.
Number 9, Unbearable, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back.
I don't remember this one. I don't think I ever played the second one.
Polar bears are so adorable, except when they're the size of King Kong and furiously chasing you. Prepare to hit the ground running from the second this level starts, as a giant beast is ready to trample over Crash. It doesn't help that several other obstacles lie ahead throughout the snowy jungle either. Packing in the adventurous thrills of an Indiana Jones movie, Unbearable is an exhilarating escapade that just keeps on building. Eventually, Crash can't outrun his pursuers on foot anymore. Fortunately, he gets a lift from a much smaller, cuter polar bear and rides to the finish line.
Hey, you just got betrayed.
Number 8, Hog Wild, Crash Bandicoot.
I remember this one. This is one of my favorite ones.
Whenever Crash raises those mischievous eyebrows of his, you know that something wild is about to go down. Rather than controlling a polar bear, this level finds Crash hopping aboard a hog, and for the record, we're talking about an actual warthog and not a motorcycle. Don't bother trying to hit the brakes because this animal doesn't know how to stop. It makes for a crazy ride with possible calamity waiting around every corner. Avoiding every obstacle isn't easy, but you know what they say. When you fall off the hog, you gotta get back on, assuming you have an extra life. Number 7, Slippery Climb, Crash Bandicoot.
I don't remember this one. I don't.
This stage is like something out of a classic horror picture. Granted, it's not particularly frightening, but the environment is dripping with gothic atmosphere.
Catchy music.
Given its challenging nature, Slippery Climb will also overwhelm the player with crippling paranoia and vertigo. As the title suggests, this level finds Crash climbing to the top floor of a castle on a dark and stormy night. Navigating through a series of shifting platforms, the player can fall to their demise at any time. Just keep on your toes, and whatever you do, don't look down. Number 6, Tell No Tales, Crash Bandicoot Warped. This scurvy level almost feels like a trial run for Crash Team Racing. Instead of getting behind the wheel of a cart, though, Crash's kid sister Coco takes control of a jet ski.
57 lives, what the
This
heck?
course is something of a treasure hunt, with the player searching the area for a crystal. Plenty of bombs and cutthroat enemies also populate the bay, all ready to send Coco to Davy Jones's locker. With more than enough high seas adventure to go around here, it's definitely a pirate's life for us. Number 5, Snowgo, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. tightest winter wonderland level in the series. Snowgo puts Crash's skating skills to the ultimate test. Keeping balance on the ice is much trickier than it looks, though. Be careful around those explosive crates and don't slip into a pit. Also, those penguins and seals may seem innocent and cuddly, but they're much deadlier than meets the eye. Where's a club when you need one, am I right? Complete with icy art direction and slick gameplay mechanics, Snowgo is cooler than Crash Bandicoot himself. If only our little polar bear pal made an appearance here. Number 4, Hang 'em High, Crash Bandicoot Warped.
So, I don't think I ever played this type of games. Like this type of series.
In this desert level, Crash must avoid a number of sword-swinging guards and keep one jump ahead of the bread line. With its Middle Eastern landscape and magic carpets aplenty, Hang 'em High clearly drew some inspiration from Aladdin. Of course, that's not a bad thing. As a matter of fact, this stage wonderfully captures the spirit of an Arabian night. Jumping across rooftops and hanging from monkey bars, it feels as if Crash is making his way through a Saudi Arabian jungle gym. It's the perfect place for a street rat, or street bandicoot in this case.
He just goes,
Number 3, Orient Express, Crash Bandicoot Warped. The first level in which we get to play as Coco, Orient Express is a lot like Hog Wild in some respects. There are several key differences that make it slightly superior though. Instead of riding a hog, you get to tame a tiger cub named Purra.
That's like unlimited lives.
Awesome enough, you get to ride him across the Great Wall of China. Since it's still technically under construction, however, you might encounter some big trouble in actual China. Thoroughly exciting throughout, this stage makes us wish that the wall never ended. Number 2, Tomb Raider, Crash Bandicoot Warped.
This is warped a lot.
Like Crash Bandicoot, Tomb Raider is one of the most iconic and early franchises that helped launch the PlayStation into mainstream popularity. This level both satirizes and pays homage to Lara Croft, guiding Crash through an Egyptian pyramid. In addition to being among the most well-designed stages in the series, Tomb Raider just has old-school adventure written all over it, featuring mummies, giant bugs, and a room full of rising water. Just watching the gameplay footage of this exhilarating level will make you want to pick up a controller.
Ooh.
Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I might have played Up the Creek. I played this one. This is the most raging level I ever played. I never played this one. I never played this one either. There's some I never played because, remember, I was going to finish the game. I only played a couple games. I usually played the racing ones. Couple these. Guys, one of the newest ones they ever made.
Number 1, Cavern Catastrophe, Crash Twinsanity. Crash Twinsanity isn't quite up there with the original PlayStation trilogy. This PS2 follow-up is still worth playing though, to experience the single greatest Crash Bandicoot level ever with one of the most amazing set pieces to come out of the series.
I think I played this one before.
Rolling down a cavern, Crash gets into a scuffle with his old nemesis Dr. Neo Cortex. What ensues is reminiscent of a giant pinball game while the two engage in a heated brawl. Eventually, however, the bitter enemies are forced to work together. Inventive, humorous, and without a single dull moment, Cavern Catastrophe makes us all wish that Crash Bandicoot would make a comeback. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite Crash Bandicoot level?
Crash, my boy, you are more than halfway there.
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
We're pals, right?
Alright, that was actually pretty good. I kind of liked the Crash Bandicoot one. My favorite one was the Doctor, because he's so funny. I think it was like, I played the one that was like 2000. I know it was like 2000. something like that. Have you ever played the racing one, like Nitro Kart? That was super fun. I love that. I love Nitro Kart. It's freaking awesome. It was one of my favorite games until it might have broken half because, yeah, my little brother might have got to it. But anyways, that was awesome. Hope you guys did enjoy this react to 10 Crash Bandicoot levels. I know it was not very gory. I bet you guys want me to watch something like surprisingly, but I'm not gonna watch. I want to watch something kind of fun here and there. And yeah, peace out, Reapers. If you did enjoy.